Imagine, folks, waking up tomorrow to find out that all countries decided to merge overnight. Now you're living in the United States of Earth, or if you're feeling fancy, Earthistan. What a time to be alive, eh? Just picture it. Our national symbol might be a bear, or an eagle, or a lion, or why not all three? Riding a dolphin, juggling pandas. Sounds like a party animal, doesn't it? And the sheer magnitude of this new country, it's mind-boggling. We'd be talking about a landmass that makes Russia look like a backyard garden. Oh, and the cultural crossovers. Imagine trying to get the French and English to agree on a national language. It'd be like trying to mix oil and water. In other words, a complete and utter mess. Yet it'd be a beautiful mess, wouldn't it? But seriously, folks, what would it really look like if the world was one country? First off, let's talk size. I mean, this new Earthistan would be bigger than your Aunt Sally's hat collection, but how big are we talking about? Imagine piling up every hat Aunt Sally owns. Now multiply that by, but let's say a gazillion. We're still not even close. The total land area of the Earth is about 57 million square miles. Picture this. If you laid out 57 million square miles flat, it'd be like 50 billion football fields, or 1,000 trillion New York City apartments. Imagine the rent on that place. And don't even get me started on the cleaning. You'd need an army of Roombas just to dust the living room. But, hey, you'd never run out of room for your stuff, right? Just think about it. Our one giant country would be so big, it'd make the Grand Canyon look like a pothole. So we've got a pretty big backyard, but what about the people living in it? Now imagine trying to organize a potluck dinner for Earthistan. You'd have sushi, tacos, and escargot on the same table. Talk about a culinary roller coaster. Our hypothetical country, Earthistan, is not just a gigantic landmass, but also a grand kaleidoscope of cultures, languages, and biological diversity. Picture this. You're strolling down a street in Earthistan, and you pass by a Bollywood dance class, a German beer garden, and a Japanese tea ceremony, all within a few blocks. The air is a symphony of languages, from the lyrical lilt of Italian to the tongue-twisting phonetics of Hausa. But let's not forget the potential for a few cultural mix-ups. You remember that time when you tried to kiss your French friend's cheek and ended up headbutting them? Now multiply that by 7.9 billion. Or when you handed over a business card with your left hand in Japan and caused a minor diplomatic incident. Yeah, those faux pas would be as common as cat videos on the internet. Let's consider the biological diversity too, from the heights of the Himalayas to the depths of the Mariana Trench, from the icy landscapes of the Arctic to the scorching Sahara Desert. Earthistan would be home to countless species of flora and fauna. Imagine waking up to the sound of a kookaburra, having lunch while watching flamingos strut about, and ending the day under the northern lights with a polar bear for company. Well, let's hope that last bit doesn't happen. Polar bears aren't known for being the best roommates. So, Earthistan has a lot going for it. A veritable smorgasbord of cultures, a babel of languages, and a whole planet's worth of biodiversity. But would it be the ultimate melting pot or a recipe for disaster? Would the cultural and linguistic diversity be a source of richness, or would it lead to confusion and chaos? And how about the biodiversity? Would it thrive or be threatened? So folks, what do you think? Would Earthistan be the ultimate melting pot or a recipe for disaster? Well, that's a lot to chew on. Kind of like that potluck dinner we talked about earlier. So, let's do a quick recap, shall we? If the world were one big happy country, it would be seriously gigantic. We're talking needing a map just to find your bathroom big. And the diversity, oh boy, it would be like a never-ending buffet of cultures, languages, and traditions. It's a wild thought, ain't it? Now here's where you come in. Imagine you're the leader of Earthistan. What's the first thing you'd do? Build a giant amusement park? Declare every Friday as free pizza day? Hey, no judgment here, just pure curiosity. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, sharing is caring, folks. So if this video tickled your funny bone or sparked your imagination, go ahead and give it a like, would you? If you enjoyed this video, show us some love by hitting the like button. And if you didn't enjoy this video, well, show us some love by, you guessed it, hitting that like button anyway. So in the end, it all leads to that like button. Thanks, folks.